Meanwhile, CNN News 18's executive editor Bhupendra Chaubey spoke to Sumant Sinha, the CMD of Renew Power, who spoke on the current state of the Indian economy. Listen in.
The American businesses have to come to India. List out 2 or 3 steps that you believe the government needs to take to win over the confidence.
So, one thing in India is that cost of capital is very high. We are still borrowing in local terms at 10 or 11 rupees, and if you borrow in dollars and hedge it into rupees, it comes to the same level, right? Now, at that cost of borrowing, with inflation at 3%, real cost of 7 or 8%, it just makes any investment returns relatively high. You have to get at least 16, 17, 20% to justify the risk that people are taking. And getting those kind of returns in India is not necessarily that easy. So that's one issue. The second thing is that on infrastructure, for example, land acquisition is still a problem, sanctity of contracts is still a problem, stability of future policy still needs to be looked at and made clearer. And then of course a lot of people talk about labor issues and so on. Then on top of that, if you look at FDI, for example, every time FDI is relaxed in India in certain sectors, I always wonder why there were those limitations to begin with. So why can't we just have a much more blanket relaxation of FDI, right? Why can't we privatize state-owned companies in India? Why can't we denationalize the banking system?